Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's actually happening this time. So, after some tweaking with the settings and all that boring technical stuff, I think I finally got this game to run as smoothly as I can have it to run. Given the hardware at my disposal. So, if any of you have been watching the last episodes, I feel like I heard you guys. I think this game's gonna need a little different treatment than most other games. Yeah, and I know this isn't anything cutting edge or anything. 2001, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. But I feel like this has a lot of replay value. You know, it's not a multi-million or whatever selling. This game may have made Nintendo multiple of millions, and that's not for no reason. All right, enough rambling. Well, that's not true. There's gonna be a lot of rambling. Yeah. Last episode I kind of just almost not speedrun, but just try to get the tasks done as quickly as possible, and that may be missing the point. So there's going to be a lot of rambling, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. I can't tell exactly, but let's press start. So I'm not super great with voices. I was just sort of dry reading everything in the last episodes. And let me try to, I don't know, I guess we'll try something different. Let's see if we can give these NPCs a little more life. So we got KK here. Interesting initials. So, you've decided to move out, get your own place, see the world. And as far as our character, I feel like we're gonna need more motivation for our character than before. The game is not as open-ended initially, so that's kind of a good thing. You know, we can kind of focus more on the backstory and sort of figure out the plan as we go. So, Loki Pokey is someone who's figured, the world is full of NPCs, so might as well go somewhere else with NPCs. I mean, the world's full of them already anyways, so what difference does it make? Yeah, so KK thinks it's groovy. Who needs someone telling you what to do all the time? You can do what you want, when you want, where you want. Okay. Just for the sake of the people that have already watched the first episode, or watched the first episode rather. We're gonna board our train. I'm gonna skip through this just because I've already went through it, but I will be a little more candid, if you will, with the rest of the dialogue in the game. That dialogue we haven't gone through already. So yes, I don't know where this dog is encountering Loki Pokey, but she's on the way to the train station. So Loki Pokey's looking for greener pastures. And she's been ready for a very long time. Alright, KK, thanks for your words of wisdom. And here's the train. Looks like it's night out. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be. As you can see the timer here, 1:46 p.m. And that is the date of the recording as I record. It is that date. Okay, so hopefully I didn't break something with all the tweaking of the settings, software settings, that is. Yeah, that is right. So why is it dark outside? Yeah, so Rover is, oh, look at that. Okay. Interesting. I guess because we haven't confirmed the time. I didn't want to... That's a subtle detail I didn't notice last time. Alright. So, we're over here. We're not going to go through this dialogue because we've gone through this one already, too. As I said. We'll get started. We'll, start reading the dialogue when, when we have to, I guess. That's one thing I've been struggling with this game, is how much should I emphasize the dialogue versus the gameplay versus, you know, I don't want this to be me like wandering for half an hour to one side of the map, back to the other, and back and forth and all that. So this is Rover, is what I'm trying to say. And we are... We're gonna stick with the same name. Make it all caps for aesthetic reasons. Yeah. So already this realm of NPCs seems to be a lot more helpful than the actual world. Because Loki Pokey already is getting hooked up with a pad, not directly but indirectly, by Rover. He knows, he sort of has he can tell by the look in Loki Pokey's eyes that she's looking for greener pastures. And he's actually gonna set us up with Mr. Nook, who runs the shop in our new home, let's put it. So I think going with New York City or NYC or whatever. I put New York. I think I put New York. I think that was kind of a mistake. Felt a little too forced, too cliche. Not that we're gonna come up with anything more creative this time, but I'm gonna take it in a little different direction. So I seem to be stuck in these symbols. Alright. SP, no. Well, can we use any of these? No, I don't think so. Oh, it's Y. Okay. Oh, icons. Okay. Why not? What do you think, folks? Okay, I think... Oh, is it not gonna let us? We don't have room to write anymore. So cursor is all the way to the left. Maybe it just won't let us use those characters. Okay, now I'm confused. Okay, I don't know what just went on, but it seems we can finally write, so let's go with Nintopia. And let's see if we can squeeze in one of these, maybe. No. Okay. Yes, so... If you've noticed, we haven't been harassed yet by anyone asking for a change or anything like that. So already on our path to Nintopia, and by our I mean Loki Pokies and I guess mine and yours. There's a very distinct feeling to this place we're going. You know, Rover's a little sassy. I'm not gonna lie. And not sassy in the bad way. You know, sassy in kind of, I think maybe more the original meaning of the word. You know, or maybe frisky is a better term. I'm not sure, but so we have 1,000 bells, and Tom Nook seems to not be super impressed, if you remember. So I'm guessing 1,000 bells doesn't get you around too well in Nintopia, so We're really lucky to run into someone like Rover. It's hard to tell how this game would play out if it weren't for him or her. Okay. So we finally made it. We're here. And yeah, this is gonna be our new boss right here. There's something pretty neat about this. Whoops. I didn't read what that dialogue option was, or gotta be careful here. Yeah, so that's the scuttle, if you don't remember. See that? So, I was gonna say, the neat thing about this game is there's some aspect of randomization. It's not very profound, but it's not like I've said 1,000 times already. This ain't old Elder Scrolls or anything like that. But we got lucky with our outfit this time for sure. It looked like some kind of Christmas ornament or something. One thing that isn't randomized though is I think the rooms, our initial options for the rooms. Yeah, this one always seems to be in the same spot. And for the money, I think this is our best bet. Oops, darn it. Yeah, gotta be careful button mashing through this dialogue. Alright. So we got a place to sleep. We got a side hustle, if you will. I believe our first little task, if you will. I believe it's gonna be to the flowers, and then decorating the shop, the outside of the shop, and then meeting up with some folks. And after I think we meet at least 1 or 2 Animal Crossing denizens, I believe we can save. And I'm gonna have to, unfortunately, cut the video once I'm able to save, because I'm running a little bit low on time in the real world. But I think this is going to be a lot smoother than the previous episodes, hopefully. And now that I've got the settings figured out, all the boring technical details, I could probably just start recording a lot more frequently, more easily. Okay, so this is a place where we don't want to put the wrong thing. We don't want to hear all of that again. Mr. Nook, as informative as it may be. Yeah, so this is what we got. 1,000 bells, and I'm not sure what the conversion is to dollars, but Mr. Nook is not going to be too happy. So apparently it's 1,000 to Mr. Nook is so little to be as called no money. So We really got lucky with Rover and Mr. Nook, you know. Most places in real life, yeah, you're pretty much out in the gutters with no money. Okay, so let's go decorate the shop and okay, yeah, I forgot. I was about to go to the last spot, and much to Mr. Rossetti's dismay, we actually have restarted the game, which, as I mentioned earlier, or hinted at earlier, there's some pseudo randomness, or yeah, I guess that's an acceptable term. There's some pseudo randomness, so things are going to be slightly in different positions, but nothing too crazy. So the shop's on this side of the post office, or train station rather. So let's go. Mr. Nook is the real comedian here. Again, I believe it would be appropriate to be a bit proper here. Okay, so we definitely want to hold on to our folk shirt. Okay. Folk shirt. Very well. And this is our job shirt, or job outfit, whatever. The one we have on, actually. Okay. Yes, so we're your servant, so first thing in order is plant these flowers. And I will take a different approach this time to the flower game. And you'll see exactly what I mean. So we definitely want people coming in here. So this patch seems we're gonna put them on this little patch right here. And let's see what we got before we got, let's see if we can make anything here. We got white, we got pink, red. Okay, that should turn into a tree. So 3 trees, tree saplings if you will. Got another white flower. Different kind of white flower. Okay. We got 3 whites. No. 4 whites. 2 pinks, 1 red. Huh. Okay. So hopefully we don't get in any trouble, but we're gonna be doing a little segregation here. Okay, that was slightly a little almost outside of a little patch. Okay. Alright, I think that's acceptable. Alright, so it seems to be planting like right beneath my feet. Let's see. No. Okay. The direction it plants is kind of almost random a little bit. But it's working out so far, so no point in fretting. Alright, I only got one single red flower. Where shall I go? Let's be a little, I guess, a little bit funny about this. Let's put it here. We're thinking ahead, actually. We'll make this whole edge a red rose bush or something, you know, starting here, all the way across. Why not? Let's see what Mr. Nook says. I don't think it actually matters, but so he gives us his little speech. Okay, so I don't know if we have to be in our work uniform while we do our tasks. We'll just this looks a lot better. Let's just I guess put our uniform when we go in. Oh yeah, alright, so let's just double check the map. Where is it? This way, I believe. So it looks like there's a landslide here. Wishing wells there. Pretty straightforward. Okay, I don't think we met that animal, so I think the animals are pseudo-random too. I don't think we saw anything like that last game, last town, if you will, game save, whatever. Okay. So yeah, he asks us, who do we respect? And if you don't respect your dad, that's a tough life, you know. Okay, so thankfully he's a little briefer than maybe other animals. Hello, you're not from around here, are you? I suppose. Huh. It's nice to meet you, Loki Pokey. By the way, my name is Otis. If you ever see me wandering around here, don't be bashful. Just come on up and say hi, okay? I suppose. So yeah, seems like it's new animals. Interesting. So might as well talk to this fellow since he's along our way. Mr. Hopper, what's wrong with you? You're wasting your whole afternoon chatting with strangers? Busy strangers. Can't you see I've got work to do, slushy? Slushy. Sorry, I overreact a little sometimes. Slushy. I'm not really busy at all. Besides, maybe we're destined to meet today. Maybe we're supposed to be friends. I'm Hopper. Maybe I'll see you around town, slushy. Alright. So let's not make the same mistake. I believe we can save now with the gyroid. Wait a sec. Where's our room? Let's check the handy dandy map. Oh, it's just right below us. Alright. So, thank you for sticking around, if you have stuck around. Yeah. Episode 4 was it 4 or 3? I think last episode, whatever number it was a complete disaster. So I apologize for that. But give me some slack. I wasn't quite sure what kind of game this was gonna be. So we'll just do the tasks as we're told for a good while. Seems to be pretty linear. And we'll see once we maybe save up some bank, we can start maybe a little more exploring of the game in its entirety. Yeah, but for now, as you can see, there's fish in here, there's insects. You can write letters. Yeah, so not the kind of game I grew up with, but there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's going to be an episode, folks. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. And that's an episode.